Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I hope it's working. I hope it's working. I'm trying my best to do better. Yes, no. G.E. Delonda. Oh, good evening. Good evening. Static. Static. Y'all hear static? Oh, Lord. There was always something. Hold on. Always something going on. Always. Is this okay? Is it still static? I need a tutorial about sound. Somebody need to give me a tutorial. Thank you. Hey, from NYC, Ariana Garcia. Thank you, guys. I don't know why it's static. Let me try one other thing. Not really unbiased. Hold on, let me try one other thing. How is that? How is this? That's why. How is this sound? Is it still static? Still static? I quit. Can you hear that? How about that? How's I quit sound? Oh boy. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna leave. How is this? Is this better? Is this better? Yes. It's better? Can you hear me? But can you hear me? If you say you can hear me, we will start. And I will put this iPad in the trash. where it belongs. Hi, everybody. Here we go. We have sound. We have a goal. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you for being here. Charnette. All right. Maybe the iPad needs to be put in the trash, Sonic. How about that? Y'all, thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for sticking around even when it gets weird and the sound is muffled and all the things happen. Thank y'all. Because one day it's going to start great. It's going to actually start perfect. And y'all are not even going to be sure of whose channel you're watching. Lakeisha, I don't know. With someone more competent, ma'am. Thank you, T. Barry. Okay, so we have the goal. Thank y'all. Today after church, I don't know how many of y'all follow me on Instagram, but my daughters said, we have a surprise for you. I'm like, what? So we went outside and Morgan had backed the car up like in a parking space, and they had balloons for me and a cake and a gift card to IKEA. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. So I was very excited, very, very grateful. Y'all, they are very thoughtful. My daughters are very thoughtful. Thank you, Marshall. Okay, Sonnet. Hey, Ruby. Y'all, I realized after the live that I do not do a very good job of staying, like involved with the chat. So I'm going to try to do better. Okay. I'm going to try to do better about that. Okay. It was so sweet. Like I didn't get teary-eyed. I think I was, I don't know, overwhelmed. Y'all, my emotions have been all over the place. Hey, Rondria. All from Indiana. Haven't been to Indiana. Hi, Linda. Things have been happening so fast, and I also want to apologize for not keeping up with like all of the responses because it just kind of has gotten overwhelming. I am going to try to get to everyone to just say thank you. I've been trying to do like 10 responses an hour. Still trying to live. But I am going to do my best to responses and questions. Hey, Aunt Wanda. But please know that I'm thankful. I'm very, very thankful, extremely grateful. So just because I haven't responded to your comment doesn't mean that I haven't seen it or that I don't have any gratitude. But thank you. Hey, David, I'm so glad you made it. I am just being me. Hi. Hey, Sandra Guillory. Okay, so we have the goal. And I'm going to start this with just showing you some of the other ones that I've done because last year was my first time making them, and I'm sure they've been in existence forever, right? I'm sure there have been glass tiles made of many kinds. One woman show, yes, LaShonda, and I don't have a team, so I don't have anybody who can, well, Peter could help me, but this is not his thing. So he supports me by supplying the money. Okay. And I'm going to take the money. Don't look at this knife. I could not find a spoon and I have to keep stirring my coffee. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So last year was my first year. Last year was my first year making these tiles, and I made one for myself. I made one for myself, and then I made one for like all the ladies in my family, and they loved them. So this year, I know that I have kind of gotten away from, hey, Patrice, Patrice, sometimes I don't got it. um, I know that I have gotten away from just doing like regular vinyl, like adhesive vinyl and heat transfer vinyl, because I have been knee deep in sublimation camp. And yes, I'm excited about sublimation camp, like very, very excited about sublimation camp. But I also don't want to forget about the people who haven't started with sublimation yet. And I don't want you to feel like you have to get started with sublimation camp. Like, you don't have to get started with sublimation. I don't want you to feel like you have to be in a rush because everybody is doing it. Do I want you to use my link and sign up for sublimation camp? Yes. Do I also not want you to feel like you have to sign up for sublimation camp? Yes. I want both of them. Okay? That's just the truth. I want both of them. I'm just keeping it real with you, okay? So there's that. Let me show you this LaShonda. Like, amazing. 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 I won't even go further. I'll just say I'm amazed and I'm glad and I'm excited. So let me tell you just about sublimation camp right quick. This is my little disclaimer. Yes, sublimation camp is free. Sublimation camp is 100% free. I don't think I still have my little paper over here. But you get 24 hours to watch those classes. And if you are just getting started with sublimation, 24 hours is not going to be enough time. So like on the first day, I think it's like 7. I wish I still had my little schedule that I printed out. On the first day, it's like 7 classes. And with those 7 classes, they start at 9 a.m. Eastern time. You get 24 hours to watch. After the 24 hours is up, so from 9 a.m. Thursday to 9 a.m. Friday, that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. And then you start again on Thursday, 9 a.m. You get however many classes, you get 24 hours. So yes, you can watch, but I'm just telling you, the all access pass it's a good deal. It's actually a great deal because you're going to have all 32 classes for a year. It's not on YouTube. It's not on any other platform. It's on Teachable. And you'll have all 32 of those classes in one place. So you're not trying to figure out where do I go, where do I click and all that stuff. And you have all of the links for everybody's content, like all of the list of supplies. Everybody had to do a supply list. I did a checklist with mine. So some people love checklists. They love to, like, okay, first step, do this, second, do this, third, like that, right? So you get access to files, you get access to everything that the creators have added in as bonuses. You get access to all of that when you sign up for the all access pass. I'm just not gonna lie, it's just a better deal. I mean, yeah, you can do it. It's $49.99 if you do it by May 3rd. After that, the price goes up to $69.99. And then you're going to be kicking yourself like, man, I should have just got it while I had time. And here's another thing. Y'all might not like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. So I'll cover my face while I say this part. I'll hide behind this because some people are not going to like it. If you cannot afford to get the pass for sublimation camp, I'm just being honest. Y'all don't kill me. If you can't afford to get the pass for sublimation camp, you probably cannot afford to get started with sublimation. Y'all still here? I'm just telling you the truth. Okay. I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest, and that is okay. Don't rush yourself because everybody else is doing it. Okay? I'm just I'm just telling you. So if if you're like, I just can't afford to spend, $50 for an all access pass, you probably need to wait and not get started with sublimation. You probably should be starting with infusible ink, which is also really good. And some people don't like to hear the truth. I'm telling you that truth with love. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. All right. So back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. That was a little side note. So this is the one I made last year, and I made this one for myself, right? I'm not going to make this exact one again because I've already made it. And if I did, I would be making it to like take it to work. But this is really what we're doing. I'm going to make one for my partner at work. Her name is Donna, but it's not going to say Donna. It's going to say Mom, and it's going to say her two boys' names. And I'm not going to use this exact font, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. Okay. So with these, if you were able to get this exact one on the shelf at Lowe's, it says these are 3x12. And I even bought more of them today. And even on the receipt, it says 3x12, but these are really not 3x12. These are actually 3x11.5. Does the link include my referral code? So yes. So if you click on the link that's in the description box, the one that says all access pass, if you purchase that pass with my link, I'm going to see that. I'm going to see your name like in my list of people who have purchased an all access pass. If you get a free pass, your name will not show up. And I'm not going to be, like, oh my gosh, I didn't see your name. I'm not going to feel that way because I really want you to sign up because I think it's good information, especially if you're ready to get started with sublimation. Okay. Okay. So these, just know that these are not 3x12. They're 3x11.5. Okay. Did somebody ask a question about the materials? Did the tiles, they're not nice. Thank you, Renine. Where I purchased the block. What block? Sublimation camp. Let me put the link for sublimation camp in here. I put it in the description, but I'm going to put it here so y'all be able to see it. I'm putting the one for the all access pass, and you'll be able to kind of go through and see, but I don't want you to wait because then you're going to feel like you shouldn't have waited. This time I'm putting the right link. I was putting the general link before. Yeah, it is a good deal. It is actually a fantastic deal. And yeah, so Jennifer Maker she is doing sublimation camp, but she's not in the leaderboard this year. She's like mentoring the camp counselors. And so she's not participating in the leaderboard. It's not limited seating. Everything is online, Sonnet. Everything is online. Okay. So anyway, here's this one. This is what I made last year, but you can get tiles of different sizes at Lowe's. So like for Valentine's Day, I made this one. I also got it from Lowe's, but you can see like it's a different size, right? It's much bigger. See the difference in size? So it's like taller. They're probably the same length. Yeah, they're the same length, but the one with Peter and my name is it's just taller. Okay. So if you have if there's a person in your family who has like a lot of kids, like maybe they have more than 3, because I would not do more than 3 on a line because it'll be harder to read. If you're going to be doing 2 lines, I suggest getting this size tile. Okay. And I think this one is, let me see what size this is. This one is right at 11 and a half, and it is 3.5. Okay. So that's just another piece of advice. But you can also get glass tiles like this. So I made this one when I did the pictures of Milo. And this one is, I think is 4x8. Okay. Y'all good so far? Everybody good so far? Bueller. Okay. So now these, I linked these below. These are these little, what's this called? I forgot what it's even called, but they're linked in the description box below. I think these are perfect because they hold the tiles, and I know you can see it if I put it on this table. They hold the tiles perfectly, and they're cheap. I think you get like 50 in a pack. Can you see that? So these are actually pretty good for holding the tile. Yes. Okay, so they're plastic little things. And when I had to ship mine out, I would wrap my towel in that brown paper, like the packing paper, and I would include one of these with it. So I did do some sales. I actually did a lot of sales, and then I got to a point where I just had Madison making them because it was too much. But this is a good seller. So if you are into sales, if you have an Etsy shop, this is something you can sell. Okay. Especially if you're using font that you've downloaded, that you've purchased, like from Creative Fabrica. Okay. If you're using a font from the font, just make sure it's not one that says for personal use only. Okay. Yeah, easels. They're like little plastic easels. And I think they come like 50 in a pack. If you're wondering, and I did not link this, if you're wondering about like what's the best box to ship these in, when I shipped mine, I bought tie boxes. So like look on Amazon for tie boxes, like a box that you will put a tie in for a man. And I think I got a package of 8 boxes. I think they came 8 in a package. And that was perfect for shipping these out. Okay. And so it'll depend on what size tile you're using, which size tie box you're going to get. All right, so let's go through the materials because we know what we're making. Last year, because I didn't realize that tile was only 11 and a half, I was using the 12x24 mat, but you really can use the regular standard grip mat. You don't need the long mat, okay? So I even think I put that in my list of materials below, but you don't need that. You can just use your regular standard grip mat. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I was practicing before I came on here. So just like your regular Cricut mat. Thank you, Florence. Okay, so you need that. You're going to need regular vinyl, adhesive vinyl, not HTV. Okay, and if you look at this thing right here behind me, all of the vinyl that's right here on my left, all of that is adhesive vinyl. Most of it is primarily StarCraft because I think StarCraft is excellent. However, I also like Oracal. Okay, so Oracal is good, StarCraft is good. In my personal opinion, I need to just make a shirt that says, in my personal opinion, In my personal opinion, Cricut adhesive vinyl is hard to work with. I have not been very successful with Cricut vinyl. It actually makes me want to break out the hammer. Okay, just want to say that. Okay, just want to put that out there. Christiana, that's between me and the Lord. This came from Michael's, and I did link it below. It's in the description. But I would only get it with the coupon, because you can use their you know how they always have those 40% off. Use it. Don't even click my link. Go get a coupon first and use a coupon, because yeah. Cricut vinyl, their adhesive vinyl, it makes me need some A's. Okay, 2 of them together. Okay, that's what Cricut vinyl does for me in my life. So, and I don't need that kind of drama. Okay. Yeah. So no, I don't. Most of the Cricut vinyl that I have came in a mystery box. Okay. And I have not tried Dollar Tree vinyl. I don't want to. I've never went in there and felt like I wanted to try it. I'm not going to. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of good ones. So I'm not going to try it out. All right. So there's that. You're going to need a weeding tool. You're going to need transfer tape. This is I think it's called, I might be getting the letters mixed up. YM. RM, YM, HM, YM. It has a Y and an M in there in some order. I have had this for a very long time. And as you can tell, I still have a lot of it, because transfer tape is reusable, right? So once you use it, you can still keep using it until it's not sticky anymore. Hey, Dawn. Okay, you can just keep using it until it's just like, you know what? You tripping. You got to listen for it. Like, you know what? You tripping. Then you just throw it away and then you start over. Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about? YM. There's a Y and then it has an M somewhere. Okay. I think Dollar Tree is sometimes hard to weed. Oh, yeah. I haven't tried it, Sonny. I don't want to. The best thing that Dollar Tree sells is those reusable bags, because you can put HTV on those. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, so and you're going to need a I use the Cricut one. What's this called? A scraper. I haven't used vinyl in so long, y'all. I forgot how to weed it. I was like, how you do this? You're going to need some, scissors. Maybe you might. And you're going to need, now this is optional. I bought parchment paper, but YMCA, no ma'am. You might need parchment paper if you're going to do that method. I don't always use that method. I kind of really stick with just like laying the first one down, then laying the second one down. Okay. That's kind of what I do. Now, let me say this about this, because I listed felt. One of the ladies in my Facebook group, her name is Miss Victoria. When she made her glass tile maybe a year ago, she put felt on the back of hers. Now, was it you, Miss Victoria? It might have been you. It might have been Henny. I don't remember, but she put felt on the back of it. And I was like, man, that's really a great idea. I would have never thought of that. I knew there was a Y and an M in there, Christiana. And I was like, I'm going to start doing that. So if you have some of that Cricut felt, all you have to do is just cut it to the right size and then use your hot glue gun. And then you just glue it on there. Okay. And that takes away that weird, rough backing. And it kind of makes it look fancy, right? So whatever color vinyl you're using, you know, you could just make the felt match. Okay. So if I had thought of that earlier, I probably would have done it, but I didn't know about it until I saw her do that. So shout out to Miss Victoria. And LaShonda, she says she uses felt too. If y'all haven't, please like the video. All right, so we good. We got all the materials. We got everything. Transfer tape. You got your glass towels. Some people use alcohol. I mean, to clean it off, you can. Parchment paper. You got your mat. I'm going to use my Cricut Explore Air 2, but you can use really any, you know, any of the Cricuts for this. Probably going to need some scissors, and that's about it. Cork sheets. Okay, no, Kristen, you didn't. You didn't miss. You really didn't. We just went over the goal, and we went over the list of materials. Okay. We good? Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Minerva. Y'all, yesterday was like, I knew it was going to happen yesterday. Because I had told the moderators in my Facebook group, I'm like, I think I'm going to hit 100K tomorrow. I told them that Friday. And we kind of knew it. But yes, it's YRYM. Yes, Sheila Cushionberry. But then when I saw it, it was different, you know? Thank you, Dawn. Where's my little pointer? I don't even know where it is. All I have is this pink one. That ain't it. Because I remember I had all my stuff downstairs, all of those sublimation tumblers and all that stuff, the sublimation ovens and the tumbler presses. I left it down there with that. Thank you, Niall. But anyway, yesterday was just it was emotional. It was very emotional. And it was just different. Okay. Where did I get it from? I got them from Lowe's. Auntie Ethel. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to share my screen now. And is everyone familiar with the character map UWP? Before we get to that. Thank you, Unbiased. Is everyone familiar with that? No, Christiana, because I went as soon as I left the nail shop and he would. Okay. No, Jackie. Thank you, Sarah. Character map, UWP. I only see one no. Yes, that's where you get your glyphs. Thank you, Candy. I'm glad too. Gail said no. Jan said no. Shelly said no. Okay, so we got to get to character map UWP first. All right, so let's do that first. Let me see if I can navigate to my. Let me navigate to my desktop. This is bad. My desktop looks bad, but y'all getting ready to see it. Don't judge me. Share screen. Let's see, window. I might have to just share the entire screen because it won't let me. Okay, I'm gonna have to just share the entire screen. Was the Milo tile cut in? Yes. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to just share my entire screen so y'all can see. Okay, I'm gonna hide this and I'm going to minimize this. See my screen? Hold on. Full screen. And we will go to this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm using a Windows-based computer. I'm not using a Mac. This is going to look different if you're using a Mac, okay? So I'm going to go down here to this little, looks like a shopping bag. It's called the Microsoft Store. I'm going to click on that Microsoft Store, okay? So if you're using a Windows-based computer, you're going to click on the Microsoft Store also. If you're using, yeah, font book, if you're using a Mac. It might connect. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't use it very often. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to just make this bigger because I don't have anything on here. But if you're using a Windows-based computer, you're going to go up here to the search bar. You can see it already pops up on mine. I'm going to just type character map, like character, like she's such a character. And then map, M-A-P. And then the letters UWP. Character map UWP. Thank you, Joan. What did I miss, Donisha? What did you say? Oh, Donisha, I'm so sorry. Very sorry to hear that. Very, very sorry. Hi, Tony. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and I want to click on the one that's called app. Now, if you look right here on the left where I'm like circling, right? I don't have the option to install it because it's already installed on my computer. But if you don't have it, or if you're not familiar with it, then you can. I'm going to click open. Okay, you will be clicking install, or it might say download or something like that. Okay. How are y'all feeling with that? With what I just did? All I'm doing is just showing you how to get to the character map UWP. Hey, Dimples. Okay, Jan. Okay, Inez, you probably need to refresh because I think you're a little bit behind us. Okay, so when you get to the character map UWP, it's going to show you how many different font families you have installed on your computer. Oh, it says get. Okay. Hi, Molly. So on my computer, I know you probably, I don't know if you can see it, but it says that I have 482 font families. So that means those are fonts that I have downloaded. Those are not Cricut fonts. Those are really what's considered as system fonts. Okay. How y'all feeling? How do you find it on your computer? Okay. If you already have it, then you would just go down here to this search bar. See where I'm hovering with my mouse? In the search bar, you would just type in character map UWP. Yes, Gail. I want to close this out. Do we need to pause for a minute? Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. Y'all pray for everyone. Pray for everyone. There are a lot of things going on all over the world that we just have no idea about. Okay. No idea. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to get back to the tutorial because that's what you are here for. And I don't want anyone to leave confused. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back and share my screen. I'm going to present the entire screen because that's really the only way I can show it to you. All right. Thank you, Latricia. All right. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to hide this and I'm going to make sure that is on a full screen layout. And now I'm just on my desktop. Okay. So now I need to clean up my desktop. I know I do. I'm going to do better, but not today. Okay. The next time when I share my desktop, it's going to be so clean that y'all are going to be amazed. Okay. All right. So now I'm at the bottom right here. See this bottom thing is called, what is this called? The task bar. See where I am? The task bar. Thank you, Molly. So at the taskbar, now remember, I'm using a Windows-based computer. And on a Windows-based computer, there's this little bag called a Microsoft Store. So if I click that, your desktop, make it, Marilyn, thank you. Thank you, Marilyn. Because, honey, one day it's going to be so clean, though. It's going to be good. It's going to be so amazing. It's going to just be so good. I'm not even kidding. But there's this little bag called a Microsoft Store. If you click on that, if you don't already have it, you can click on that little bag, and that's where you download apps. Yes, it's free. I try to use the free stuff in Bolt. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. And when I do, it'll open up and it'll give me the option to do a search. So right here at the top of my screen, see where my mouse is like hovering. Thank you, Deborah. See where I'm hovering at the top? I'm hovering. Yep. Do y'all see? If you just joined, you see where I'm like scrolling my mouse. Jesse, mine looks better than yours. You need to do better. Just joking. No judgment from me. Okay, so I'm going to click up in here and I'm going to just do a search. Character map UWP. Okay. And I should have clicked on the one that said app because that ain't it. This one right here that says app. And Sheila Cushionberry says, if you don't already have it, it'll be your blue button where mine says open. Yours will say get. So you'll click the button that says get, and then you will, go through the process of downloading it on your computer. I'm going to just click open because I already have it. What I was explaining earlier is that this character map UWP, This has all of the fonts that I have downloaded on my computer. These are not Cricut fonts. So any of the fonts that are in Cricut Design Space that I've used, this does not include those because these are what is considered as system fonts. Y'all following what I'm saying? These are system fonts. So, you know, like when you're in Cricut Design Space and they're like, you know, are you looking for a Cricut font? Are you looking for a system font? This is what they're talking about. So on my computer, I have 482 font families that I have downloaded that have nothing to do with Cricut. That means I've purchased these from somewhere, or I, you know, downloaded them from somewhere, or, you know, that's what these are. And I can use them in any program. I can use them in Canva. I can use them in Word. I can use them in Cricut Design Space. I can use them in Inkscape. I can use them wherever. Kristen, and this is just what I have on this computer. This does not even include what I have on Peter's laptop, but that's between me and the Lord. Okay, so if you are ever typing something, right, and you're trying to find out how do you add those hearts, or how do you add those special characters to the end of them, like the words and the like these things right here, this is where you find them. They're in the character map UWP. Okay, so this is one right here. It's called Bantimang Swash. I don't even know where I got this from. I think I probably got it from DaFont. And I just liked it. I was like, oh, that's cute. Bam, download, boom. Christiana, no. I needed one. You saw what happened with the sound? Okay, so y'all understand that? So all of these are my system fonts. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to Cricut Design Space. Yes, Gail, yes. That is a fantastic question. She said, when you download from somewhere else, is that when they become system fonts? Yes. Okay, so great question. I'm trying to do better with answering my questions. Okay. Does everyone already know how to download a font? He just said, just go ahead and keep it. And he bought another laptop because I was doing too much. Okay. That's what I had to use when we were at that Airbnb. Okay. Y'all good so far? You know how to down. Perfect. Look, y'all look expert crafters already. Okay, so now we are in the Cricut Design Space portion of this tutorial. If I were, you know, making a recording, I would have already gone through my materials, and then I would have said, I'm going to download my font from wherever. And then I would say, now I'm in Cricut Design Space. This is that part right here. Okay. So now we're in Cricut Design Space. Remember, I told you the size of these tiles is 3 by 11.5. So what I'm going to do is grab a shape, and I'm just going to grab a square, and I am going to unlock it, and I'm going to change the size of this square to match the size of those tiles. Okay. So I'm going to change the width to 11.5. And I'm going to change the height to 3.0. And thank you, Tammy. And then I'm going to change the color of this tile. I'm just going to change it to white. Okay. Oh, Gail, I have a video on how to find them. Okay. So we're doing good right here. I have my tile. This is going to represent the actual glass, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to grab a text box, and I'm going to turn on the caps lock, and I'm going to type the word mom or mama or mommy or whatever your kids call you, like if you're making this for yourself and your kids call you mommy, then you would type mommy. If you're making this for yourself and your kids call you mom, then you would just type mom. If they call you Betty Jean, then you would type Betty Jean. Now, I don't know why your kids might call you Betty Jean, but that's between you and the Lord. Okay, so whatever your kids call you is what would go right here. Now I have my caps lock on, right? Bruh. That if they did, somebody would be toothless. Okay, so I'm going to just type the word mom. Okay, type in mom, and I'm going to change it from this Cricut font to a system font that's Times New Roman. Okay. I'm going to show you Victoria's Creations. Okay. So now, so far, all I've done, and if you're following along with me, you would have a tile on your canvas and you would have the word mom in all caps, and it would be in the font of Times New Roman. Now, what I do personally is I change this to match the color vinyl that I'm using, right? And so since I'm making this for the lady that I work with and I'm giving this to her as a gift, she's going to get whatever I give her and she's going to love it. Okay? Because what do we say? You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. We make get and fit rhyme. Okay? So now I have Times New Roman. Now I personally, I don't like it with it regular. I want it to be bold. So I'm going to change mine to bold. And I'm going to put it up here all the way at the top. And then I'm going to unlock it and I'm going to stretch it so that it touches the bottom. Okay. I'm just telling you. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's it. Okay. Hey, Miss Becky. Okay. So now the word mom for her is going to be in black. So I'm going to change this to black. And then I'm going to select this whole thing, the tile and the word mom. And I am going to align this and I'm going to center it horizontally. Okay. How y'all feeling so far? Good. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to just make hers first and then we'll do one with more names. All right, so we got mom. So now I'm going to go. Now this is when the character map is going to come into play. Now I'm going to grab another text box and I'm going to change the text to change the font to one that's called Joseph Sophia. The reason why I like Joseph Sophia more than the one that's called I Love Glitter is because I just like the hearts in it better. And to me, it's just a little bit easier to read. That's a matter of personal opinion though, because is a very popular font to use with the knockout method. Thank you, Penny. Okay, so I'm just going to move this down and I'm going to change this to Joseph Sophia. And for me, this is one of my system fonts. I got it from defont.com. It was. Okay, so now I'm going to David, I'm telling you, I need a shirt. It's just gonna say, in my opinion. It's gonna just keep. It's gonna be a knockout. Okay, so I'm gonna type their names. I'm gonna just type David. Oh, like I'm turning my caps lock off. David, and I'm not gonna put a space. No space. I'm gonna type Dylan. So I'm typing their names, no space, and that's it. Okay, so whatever names you were typing. So like, let's just say I was to grab another text box, right? And I was going to type my kids' names. I would not put a space in between their names. So I would type Miles, Madison, Morgan. Okay, if I was doing I don't know, New Edition, right? I would type Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, and who was the other one? Johnny sometimes Johnny. And I don't even know. No, that's not how you spell Johnny. It's with the O. I mean, it's with the Y, right? This is for a woman. This is it? How you spell Johnny? How do you know how he spells his Johnny? I don't know. But you understand what I'm saying? Ralph, and he was the main one. You put Ralph at the end. Should have put Bobby at the end. No, that's not nice. Johnnny. Okay, we put him in there too. Lord have mercy. They just be on the stage tussling. Okay. Anyway, you got it. Okay. So no space. I'm gonna just put them down here for now. All right. So now I'm going to go to the character map UWP because I don't want their names to just look like that, right? And I want it to, look nice on her name. So I'm going to go to that character map and I'm going to scroll all the way down to that font that's called Joseph Sophia, the one that I love. Y'all hear your sponsor? Girl, yes, I should know that. That was my mother-in-law's name, Johnny. Okay, so look, her first son is Dylan. And in this font, Joseph Sophia, it has the heart already attached, right? So here's the N in Dylan. Did I do David first or Dylan first? I think I did. Let me go back and look. I did David first. So I'm going to go to the D first. So here's the D. And I'm going to click copy. This is where people get lost. I selected the letter. I chose copy. I'm going to go back to Cricut Design Space. And I'm going to click on that D. Just the D. And I'm going to do Control V as in Victor. Is that too fast? Is that too fast or is that okay? Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm with this selected David and Dylan. It was too fast. Bennett. Oh, I hope it wasn't. Okay, so what with this selected, the names David and Dylan, what I'm going to do is I am going to click ungroup. Now this part, pay attention to what I'm doing right here. I'm going to just select Dylan and nothing else. It was okay, then let me undo it. Okay, I'm gonna move all this out of the way so you see nothing but David and Dylan. Okay, so I have David and Dylan right there, Bennett. I'm going to go back to my character map. You have to already have the character map downloaded. Okay. I do need one. Okay. And the reason why, if you look right here, Bennett, the reason why I'm selecting the D is because that's the last letter of the name, the first name that I have selected. So her first son's name is David. So I'm going to just choose the lowercase d because I want that lowercase d to be connected to the uppercase D in the name Dylan. So I'm going to go back to the character map. I have the D selected so I can, look at all these different letters, but I want this D. And I'm going to go right here and I'm going to click copy. You can, Damaris, but I want to do it in the least confusing way. Okay, so I'm just going to select that D and I'm just going to do Control V as in Victor, the Control key and the letter V. And then with this selected, I'm going to ungroup this and I'm only going to select the name Dylan. And I'm starting from this side over here. See where I'm hovering? Let me make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to start from this side over here and I'm going to select the name Dylan only. I'm not selecting anything with David yet. And I am going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard to move the name Dylan over so that it's touching the end of that heart. And the reason why I'm moving it over with my keyboard, with the keys on my keyboard, is because I want it to still be aligned the way that it is. I made one that said Mommy Marshall, and that one is good too. Okay, so I'm going to look at the left arrow key on my keyboard and I'm just going to move. So like I have this selected, right? Dylan, I'm going to use the left arrow key on my keyboard. I'm just going to over like that. How is everybody feeling so far? Okay, perfect. Okay. So now that I have it exactly how I want it, I want this to be connected. So I'm going to select this and I am going to go to combine and I'm going to just go ahead and weld it now. I want it to be welded. I want it to be one thing. Okay. But I also want those swooshes and swashes or whatever, right? Whatever at the end, because that looks a little bit plain. And I found two that I really like from Creative Fabrica. Okay. I'm going to show you what they look like. I've already uploaded them. Is this one right here on Creative Fabrica's website? I'll show you what it looks like at the end, but it's really an SVG. Okay, I'm going to add it to my canvas. Yes, Angela, I sure did. Okay, now it's going to come in super, super big, but I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to bring it down to like just 50%. And this, is way, way too big. I'm going to just click on this and just change it to 5, just to bring it down. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it over. Did I lose y'all? I hope I didn't. I hope you're still with me. This is just this little swatch right here is just really an SVG. Let me hide all this stuff so nobody is like, what is all of that? Nobody's confused, right? Okay. So I'm just going to bring this down, you know, to make it proportionate with their names, right? I don't want it to be too big and overwhelming. It's still a little too big. And I'm gonna attach it. Make it a little bit bigger so I can see it. Okay, so I think that's fine. I think this is, you know, it's okay. It ain't the best, but it'll do. And what I'm gonna do, and really I could cut a little piece of it off and all of that, but I'm not. It's gonna work. It's gonna be just fine and dandy. Okay, so now that I have this, well, I think I still want it a little bit small. I think it's still a little bit too big. Okay, so now that I have this the way I want it, this swoosh came from Creative Fabrica. Can I show you the swoosh at the end? I promise I will. Because I like this swoosh right here, and I want to have a swoosh on the other side, I'm just going to take this one and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to flip it horizontal. And I'm just going to connect it over here. How y'all feeling? Good. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to take all of this and I'm weld it again. And the reason why I'm welding is because I just want it to be all one thing, right? And I know that I want this color. Thank you, Shar. Okay, so what I want for this color is actually going to be, I think I'm gonna do this in gold. And so I'm gonna change it to like, it's gonna look brown, but it's the vinyl that I have is actually gold. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it on top and I'm gonna stretch it so that it goes all the way across like that. It's not engraving doom. Okay, so now I have it, and I'm not really in love with that swoosh, but it's gonna be all right. Okay, I think she's gonna love it. She might even cry. If she does, I'll record it and then say I didn't. Okay, that's not true. Okay, so I like this. I think this looks good, but we still have a ways to go. I won't use yellow because I know she doesn't like yellow. She likes red just like I do, and she likes gold. So she'll like this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do before I add this, let me do this first. I'm going to get a little heart right here. I'm going to just grab a shape. I'm going to just grab a heart. This right here is actually optional. Hi, Pamela Granberry. I'm going to bring this heart down. It's going to be little. Okay, and I am going to change it to black, and I'll put it right here. I think I'll just put it right here at the end. Okay. I'm actually going to duplicate that heart, and I'll just leave that one there for now. Okay. Still good? Okay. So now I'm going to put this back. And for this, you can, you know, align it so that it's centered perfectly, or you can eyeball it and see if you like it. you can, you can make a decision on your own for this part right here. I am just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I need it centered vertically. I'm okay with it, with looking at it and making a decision on whether it's centered for me. Okay. I am, Molly. Okay. So I like this. I think this looks great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the David and Dylan, and I'm going to offset this, and I'm going to bring my offset down, like way down, because I want a really, really thin offset, because I'm not really going to be using the offset. I'm going to bring my offset down to like 0.0. Let me see what 75 looks like. Even that looks a little too big. Let me see. That even looks a little too big. Let me undo that. Let me offset it again. I'll bring it down a little more. Let me bring it to, I think I like that. Let me see, 0.06. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it at 0.060, and I'm going to apply that. Now, what I'm going to do is select the offset. Oh, you're just saying for the contrast? Oh, I thought you meant for the color of the vinyl. I'm going to use I'm going to select the offset. So I'm going to hold my shift key. Thank you, Molly. I'm going to hold my shift key on my keyboard, and I'm only going to select the offset and the word mom. So if you're looking at my screen, you see I have two layers selected right here, the offset and the word mom. Just the offset and the word mom. And I'm going to slice that. I can move this. Oh no, can I undo? Okay. let me move this right quick, because so I don't want y'all to be confused. I'm going to have the offset and the word mom selected, and I'm going to slice that. And then I'm going to move all of that out. I don't need any of this. This is all just trash. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and fit it back in there. How y'all feeling? Okay. Thank you. All right. So now we have our gold layer and we have our black layer. I actually need to connect this word mom to this heart right here. So I'm going to take that heart and the word, the mom right there, and I'm going to attach that so that will all cut together. I'm going to put this back in here where I want it, or where it should go. And I'm going to put this heart, I'm going to change it to the same color as this gold right here. And I'm going to put it on top. Hold on. Let me arrange it and bring it to the front. I'm going to put it on top of this one, directly on top. And I'm going to attach that gold heart to the David and Dylan weld result. I'm going to attach that. So I have two layers. I have this layer and I have this layer. That way, when I get ready to put them on the glass towel, I know these two hearts will need to be lined up for my layers to go, you know, where they should go. Does that make sense? Going to Lowe's tomorrow too. Okay, so we're good to go for this towel. Now, if I were making one that had more names, first of all, I would not be you. This is, you can do it how you want to do it, but if I were making one with more names, I would use a wider tile. I would use the 3.5-inch tile. I wouldn't use the 3-inch because it'll give you more space for your names if you have more than 3 children. And or if you have, if you're doing it for your grandchildren. But let's look at one more. Now, this is the one I'm actually making, but I'm going to make one more here so we can, kind of see what that looks like. Okay. All right. So I'm going to grab a shape. Let's say I'm going to go with this. I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to change the width to 11.5, and I'm going to change the height to 3.0. Is that what we're trying to do? We still trying to use this same? Are we trying to use the same size? Thank you, Sharon. So I'm going to change the color of it to white. Let's say the name is, let's go with Nana, right? And let's change it back to Times New Roman, right? So I'm kind of really like starting over, and I'm going to change the Times New Roman bold, and I'm going to turn on my caps lock, okay? So typing in, I'm going to do Nana, right? And Nana might be, in black also. And I want to bring it over here, and I'm going to unlock it. I'm going a little bit faster this time because we're really just basically redoing what we've already done. Okay. I'm unlocking it right here so I can stretch it down. I want it to go from the top to, started from the bottom. Now, okay, I don't need a copyright strike. Okay. Got Nana, right? Nana got 13 grandkids. Okay. So let's give them some names. So we're going to go to our text box. We're going to change our font, right? You want to use I Love Glitter this time? Or what are we using? Joseph Sophia? We're going to stick with Joseph Sophia. Let's stick with Joseph. Let's stick with Joseph Sophia. Y'all, in my next life, I am going to be on American Idol. It's going to happen. What are we naming these kids? Nana better have a lot of money. What are we naming them? $18 grandchildren? She's not getting a tile. She's not going to have a tile. We're going to do it, Ronnie Bobby? Okay, well, let's use the one we already have. It's down here somewhere, right? Let's go with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. If I let the girl, no copyright strikes for me. Okay, so let's take these to 2 lines, and then let's see if we can. Oh, that's centered. That don't look centered, does it? It's okay. Let's see. Arrange. Bring to front. Let's see. Ooh, Lord. Let me unlock it. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. You think I should make it bigger? Then Nana, you won't be able to see Nana. Let's see. Well, it'll get bigger as we go. Okay. So let me add the hearts. So we're going back to character map. The first one is E. So I'm going to add an E, copy. And I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to Control V on the E. Ooh, Lord. And then I'm going to go to Y. And go back to character map. Go to my Y. Copy. All right. And then we got Mike. Mike has an E. Sunrise and Sun. Junebug, Pookie, Little Bad Kiki. She gonna need a good glasses. We're not doing nicknames because those same kids with the nickname, they never know their parents' name. What's your mama name? Mommy? But no, what's her name? Mommy. Teach your kids your name. They should know that your name is not mommy. Okay, I need to find an H. All right. Okay, so we got all of them. Now, let me tell you what I would do if this was really a real thing, right? This is what I would do. You have to do it the way you do it. I'm going to do it the way what I do it. So I would click right here on advanced and I would ungroup to lines, right? Because I want to have this line and I want to have this line. Okay, so that's what I would do first. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's an E. Uh-oh. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to go undo. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. H. Copy. Why? Why didn't it do it? Control V. Let's see. H. Control V. Oh, okay. Now we go. We got it. Ralphie. I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, y'all, I work at a school. I've seen a lot of names that you would be surprised. Okay, so I'm going to go to advanced and I am going to ungroup to lines because I want to have two separate lines. Okay, so I'm going to click ungroup to lines and I'm going to work on this line first. Let me just move this line down and then I would ungroup this line. So I'm going to ungroup that and then I'm going to select everything with Bobby and Ricky. And I'm going to use that arrow key on my keyboard, the left arrow. Let me turn on these lines so y'all can see what I'm talking about. See, I have these grid lines on right now. Let's just say I just put this right here so you can see what happens, right? I'm going to select, Ricky and Bobby, and I'm going to move it over with my arrow key. See how it stays exactly aligned to the bottom right where it is? That's the reason why I use the arrow key. Now I'm going to select Ricky. And I'm just going to move it over to the left with my arrow key. Okay. Yeah. Y'all would be shocked. All right, so I like that. I think that it actually looks pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. And so I would weld this. And then I'm gonna work on this bottom row. So I'm gonna ungroup this. And I'm gonna, select Johnny and Ralph. And I'm gonna move it over with my arrow key. Just to the point of having it touching. Then I'm gonna select Johnny, the man Johnny, and then I'm gonna move it over with my arrow key. Now, sometimes it doesn't look right because of the first letter. So here's this font is called Joseph Sophia, and it came from the font. Don't be afraid of using lowercase letters, even though we know our names. You start a name with an uppercase letter. It's okay if you use a lowercase letter. And if somebody has something to say, tell them that they can go. No, don't tell them that. Okay, so I'm going to take all of this and I am going to weld it. Okay. So then I will go back to my swoosh thing, right? I will go back to my upload, my little swoosh, because I think it's so cute, right? And I would change this, you know, it's going to come in big, but I would just change it to like 5. And then I would keep making it smaller to the size you want it. Now with this many names, you don't need a big one. Let me undo that. Right? And you want to just get it on there so that it looks decent and nice, you know, that it's, you know, attached in some way. Let me make this a little bit bigger so we can see it. I kind of wish it wasn't so pointy at the end. Let me see how it looks if I... It still looks okay. I know it's weird that y'all can't see me, but y'all can hear me, and that's what matters. Okay. Look. Okay. So if I like it, which I do, I like that. So now once I get it to the size, well, I actually want it a little bit smaller. And you know, this will be a matter of what? Personal preference, right? Get it how you want it on there. If y'all are just coming in and you did not hit the like button, please do that. That would be amazing. All right. So I'm going to get it on there where I want it to fit. This is going to be, since I'm not making this, I'm not going to stress over this. And then since I have 2 lines, I am going to duplicate this, right? I'm going to duplicate it right here. And I'm going to do what? Flip it horizontally because I want these 2 to be the same size, right? So this I can fit it right here or wherever I want to fit it, right? And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to duplicate it again. And I'm going to take this one and duplicate this one and put these at the what? At the bottom for these guys. Let me bring my view down. So I have one that's going to go over here. And one that's going to go over here. And you know, this, you might not want it. You might not want to have that, but I just like it. I just do. I think it adds a little something. And then once you have it where you want it, you take the whole thing and you weld it, right? You stretch it. Now I think that's okay. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this. I'm gonna weld it. It's kind of big. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do this on canvas. Oh, that's a good idea. All right, and then, you know, you're going to take the first one. You're going to figure out which offset works best for you, what size you like. I would do a very, 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 very thin offset because these names are already overpowering Nana, right? Nana is like, y'all go sit down. Get ready for your mama to come get you. That's why I don't invite y'all over here on Sundays, right? It would be like they were real because it's like too many. Okay, so we're going to change the color of them to, let's go with yellow, like she said, right? Yellow. Get over there and sit your butt down. You act just like your mama. All that stuff. That's what Nana be saying. Then we have the offset. I'm going to bring the offset down, 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 down. I would make it really thin. Oh, yeah, like that. Oh, maybe like even 55. Let's see. Apply. Apply, yeah. And I would do the same thing with this one. Offset. Apply. Right? Y'all ain't, that's right. Y'all ain't coming back next weekend. You tell your mama I said your daddy gonna have to watch you. Right? Knowing good well y'all gonna be right back over there next weekend. Okay, and so then you take the where it's so many offsets and so many welds and all that. Where they at right here? Weld result. Okay, so I would take this and just move it. And where's my other one? I would take this and move it too. Right, and I would take that first one, hold my shift key, and I'm gonna select the word Nana, right? And I will slice it. It's gonna give me a minute, and I would just start to delete all that, right? All of the gunk that's in there. And then I would put Marani Bobby back in there. Then I'll do the same thing with this one. So I'll hold my shift key, make sure I got the offset, and I'm going to take Nana again, which is the sliced Nana, and I'm going to slice it again, right? And then I'm going to move all that out and trash. Uh-oh, not that. Let me undo that. Undo that. Where's my slice? I could just do it like this, like that. And then put that back in there, like that. And then we got Nana with a whole bunch of names. Offset provides a copy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I would use a taller tile, but that wouldn't, I don't think this will look bad actually. Y'all got it? Thank you, DB. Okay, y'all got it? Now, I'm not making this one with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, and Johnny, but you understand what I'm saying? Okay, perfect. Perfect. It's called Knockout. Yes. So I'm going to just hide this, though, because that's a lot of work. And if somebody ever asks me again, I can say, let me show you what I did. I'm going to just hide that. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and make this one. Okay. So now I'm ready. I'm ready to actually click make it. I'm going to take this. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I'm going to turn that off, and I'm ready to click make it. Want to know what I missed that you can just slice from a text? What do you mean? Grandma love it. What? Back in the day, back in my day. Okay. y'all okay? I don't know if I understood your question, Kristen. Did I? I hope I didn't. No, I have both of them. So I have a heart on the black layer for mom, and I have a heart on the gold layer with the names. And those hearts should line up. Let me click cancel and make sure. I don't know if I did. Let me save it. Whenever I try, it won't let me slice unless I weld the main word. Oh, no, I didn't weld that. I didn't weld that because really that's already one layer. But that's a good question, Kristen. All right. So I'm actually not going to use two mats. I'm going to just move this one to that black mat. So I'm going to click move object right here, and I'll move it to this black mat, and I'll just move it down like to right here. And I know that when I load the vinyl on my mat, that I have to load the the gold vinyl like right at the 5-inch mark. Okay, so I'm gonna have my gold, this is gonna be gold, my black vinyl right here at the top, and I'm gonna have this gold down here at the bottom. Let me see something. Oh, I really could just do that. Y'all, I'm using the arrow key right here to move mom up. This is good. This is really good. So this will also help me with lining it up, but I'm going to be using the parchment paper method, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Ah. Okay, so now I'm going to click continue. Yes. And I'm actually connected to the Cricut Maker, and that's okay. Y'all will still be able to see it. Bye, Sheila. Okay, and I'm going to choose premium vinyl. And I am going to choose more pressure. Well, I'm going to stay on default. And if it doesn't cut all the way through, I'm going to send it through again. Good night, Karen. Okay, so now I am going to get the vinyl loaded on the mat. And you will see me do that. So I'm going to stop sharing and go here. How are y'all feeling? I know y'all missed me. Did you miss me? Okay, so I got my mat. And I got my vinyl. Oh, I hope I didn't break that. So I got the black vinyl. Too many, yes. It's a lot of sublimation projects. So I'm going to load it on the mat face up. And let me check back and see where I'm supposed to have it. I always have to do that because I'm not good at remembering. Okay, down to the 4. Okay. And then I'm going to start this at the 5. All right. So I am going to use a knife, and I typically cut mine just right on the mat. Some people don't do that, but I do that. So I'm just going to go down here on the mat, and I'm going to cut off what I don't need. And I don't care if it's straight. So here's the black. And this is the gold that I'm using, this color. So I have it exactly where it is on here. Let me double check. I have to double check. Y'all might not be like that. Y'all might just see it and be like, oh yeah, I got it. I'm not. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. So now I'm going to get this inserted into my machine. I'm going to let this cut out and see if there are any questions that I missed. I have my base material set to premium vinyl. Always afraid to cut through the mat. Cows in the backyard. There's some cows not far from us too. Sometimes they make a lot of noise. I haven't ever cut through the mat, thankfully. Yes. What's your question, Chris? Oh, you'll be using flat back rhinestones? Shapes? 5. Jerome? I don't know how to say the first part. I haven't ever used, I've only used what are they called? The ones from Eve. Hot fix rhinestones. I haven't tried those flat back rhinestones. Yeah, I haven't wanted to use a pen to write a label. You can, if I have seen people use I have seen people use that fill, like the engraving fill, and they just change it to a pen so the pen goes back and forth. I haven't ever done that though. Whenever I needed to color something in, I just did it with my, I just colored it in myself. So like even when I did these mugs that I messed up one, but one was good. So I'm on 50-50. So when I did this is infusible ink, but I had to color it in. It took a while, but I did it. So I've seen people do it. When you put your text in the white box, your text word Nana did not show up. So it's probably behind there, Robin. Yeah. Bye, Sharon. I'm gonna check this before I remove it from this mat, y'all, because when I was doing like practice cuts before I came on live, it wasn't cutting all the way through, and I don't have time for that. I don't have time for the drama. Oh, ooh, it looks really good. Oh no, I'm gonna let it cut one more time, y'all. I don't have time. Mine, this doesn't look, I don't know if you can see that really good, but look, it's not perfect. I mean, wait, let me start turning this way. It is not perfect by any stretch. I don't know if you can tell, but look at the green. If somebody looks at it and they say, like, what happened to it? Be like, what's wrong with your eyes? You need to get yourself checked out. Thank you, Linda. Yes, Kimberly. If I could, I'll show you. I'll show you. Yes, Laura. If they say something's wrong with it, you're just like, no, it's not me, it's you. That's what I would put it back on them. Be like, what is wrong with you? This is perfect. That's what I would do. And then they would be trying to make eye exam appointments and you go on with your life. That's what I would do. Like, clearly it's not me, it's you. So there's that. That's what I would do. Let me see if I could open a new window. I'll show you what I'm talking about. While it's almost finished though. don't even know why I did that. Just wanted to. I just wanted to. Okay, so Tammy, I don't know why I did that. It just popped into my head and singing to the camera, so I did it. What is CCC 28? Hey, Donna. David, I am actually an assistant principal at an elementary school. So, who is that? Who asked? Was that Robin? Was it Robin? Robin, yes. So Robin, like if y'all can see my screen. So like, let's just say I put this heart on my canvas, right? And I say the heart is going to be, I don't know, yellow. And then I grab this shape right here, this star. And I move the star over. Well, let's say I make this heart smaller. And now you can't see the heart anymore, right? Like, where did the heart go? I actually downloaded the heart first. Where is the heart? So if you look at your layers panel, always pay attention to what's in your layers panel, because that's going to tell you what's on your canvas. People don't really pay attention to this layers panel, but really it is everything. So if I look at this layers panel, I can see that I have a star somewhere on here and I have a heart somewhere on here. And even though I don't see the heart, this layers panel is telling me that there is one. So what the layers panel will tell you is the order of things. Whatever is on top in the layers panel is on top in the canvas. So if I want to move this heart to the top, I can just do this. See, now the heart is on top. See what I'm saying? Thank you, Bennett. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Okay, so whatever you do, whatever you see, now if you look at the layers panel, you see what's on top. The square is on top. So if I move this square over, I know it's going to cover up everything that's over here. Okay. But if I want the star to be on top, I can just move it like that, or I can, move the heart on top. Whatever is over here will tell you what's on your canvas. Okay. Thank you, Marilyn. Okay, so I'm gonna close this out, but I really try to tell people all the time, like, really pay attention to what's over here, because it is going to tell you everything you need to know. Okay, I'm gonna close this out. Oh, and then Kimberly, you asked if you download a font. You asked something about downloading a font. If you have Cricut Design Space open and you download a new font, it's not going to show up in Cricut Design Space until you reload Cricut Design Space. So if I'm working right here and I go to the font and I download a font, first I'll have to go here at the top and I'll reload Cricut. Like, I'll save this and then I'll reload it. Once I reload it, then I'll be able to see it. But if you ever download a font and then you're like, I can't find it, it's not in Cricut Design Space, it's because you'll have to reload Cricut Design Space first. Okay, I'm gonna close this out, but I hope that helps you. Okay. All right. All right, we good? Okay, so I'm gonna unload this. I think it's good now. Right, so you can see that hopefully you can see that it's cut, right? The names and everything, right? So CCC 28, I'm going to do something that I never do. And if this doesn't interest you, just do earmuffs, okay? Earmuffs means you don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear that. Earmuffs, okay? CCC 28 is Cricut Crafting Challenge 28. One thing that I normally do not do, and I was advised to be more open today about this. Do y'all want to hear this? There are a lot of people here that's not in my Facebook group, but I'm going to say this. The Facebook group is where I interact the most. It is a very, very, very important group of crafters that I honestly love. I love them. I love the people in that group. And I'm very serious about how they interact in that group. I'm very serious about keeping the camaraderie going in that group and keeping it as a safe space for crafters to share work, to get help, to share ideas. That's not a place where it's like, oh, we have one-on-one time with Delonda. It's not that. But it's a place where you can share your work. It's a place where you can get help. They are friendly. They are kind. They don't ask for SVGs. There are no sales in that group. There are no dumps in that group because it's not a dump. That group is very, very near and dear to my heart. Like, you will see another side of me if that group is important to me. So that's why I never talk about it, because I want the growth to be organic. I don't want it to be the group is growing because I'm talking about it on YouTube. I never talk about it. I never do. You never hear me talk about it. So there are a lot of people here that are in that group and they know we don't talk about it because the growth is just organic. It's 6,000 people in there and I don't ever promote it. Never. Never. So every month, the first Monday of every month, we do what's called a Cricut crafting challenge. And it's not anything major. It's just something to take you out of your comfort zone, to help build a camaraderie in the group. Everybody's pretty much doing the same thing, but doing it their way. And then at the end of the month, the project is due by the last Friday of the month. Then we come together on that Saturday and we pull names to see who wins. That's what we do. There are the rules in that group. This is how you respond. If you see something you don't like, if somebody makes something, like, let's just say I made this and you're in my group and you're like, oh my gosh, that thing is ugly. I do not like it. I should never know that. I should never know that you see something that somebody has posted that you don't like, because we don't do that in that group. Crafting for a lot of people is therapy, and we're not messing with anybody's therapy. We're not messing with anybody's creativity. We're not putting anybody down. Your opinion, if it's not going to help build somebody up, it's between you and the Lord. You're going to keep that to yourself. So the way you respond in the group is you like it, you love it, or you keep scrolling. That's it. That's it. There are no other options. Like it, love it, keep scrolling. If you see something you don't like, nobody should ever know it. That should be between you and the Lord. Take that all the way to your grave. Okay? I'm just telling you, it's a positive, in my opinion, that group is a perfect utopia. Like, I love it. I love them. They love me. And we don't do foolery. We don't do warnings about how to be nice. And, it's my opinion. If it's not going to help, we don't need it. If your opinion is not going to help somebody else in a positive way, you can just keep it to yourself. And I mean that with all my heart. We be blocked and be blessed. Okay? I'm just telling you. So we're not like any of those other groups where your opinion is valued. Well, I'm going to just tell you how I feel. No, not here. Not here. No, you're not. Okay? So that's it. And if you feel like that's you, like you want to be in that group, you're welcome to join. But if you think your opinion is more important than the tone and the community and the family and the love that we have in that group, that's not the group for you. There are groups for everything, right? There are groups for people who love trucks. There are groups for people who love, you know, cricket. There are groups for people who love silhouette. There are groups for people who love sublimation. There are groups for people who love everything. That group is for people who love one another and want to help one another and want to build each other up. A lot of people in my group have gone through some type of grief, and that matters to me. That really, it matters to me. And I don't ever want them to be in a space where they have time to do some crafting, and then here comes Miss Opinionated to tell you just how ugly your project is. Nah, sis. Nah, bro. Mm-mm. No, not in my group. See how y'all made me digress? I didn't want to do it. You made me do it. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and weave this, and we're going to keep going with our crafting. Okay. Bam. I'm going to weave this. Okay. So that's that. I'm just telling you, I do not play when it comes to that. It's gonna, as long as I have breath in my body, that's gonna be a safe space for crafters. Not a safe space for sales. If you try to sell something, you're gonna be what? Be blocked and be blessed. We're not doing any GoFundMe's because your cricket fell out of the canoe while you were on the river. We're not doing that. So it's not that. We're not doing that. Okay? We're not. We're not. I was traveling with my family and I had my cricket just in case I had time to do some crafting, and my cricket fell out of the boat. We're not. Because first of all, why did you have your cricket in the boat? Huh? We're not doing it. We're not. We're not. Not. Okay? It is called we're not. It is called Cricket Crafting with Delonda. So that weeded very well, right? I'm just telling you. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. We don't do sales, and all of those people like, I'm tired of this. I'm getting fed up with crafting. I'm selling all my stuff. Send me a PM if you're interested. Blocked and blessed. You're going to be blocked because if you're giving up crafting, something is not right. Okay? And if you're giving up crafting, we don't want your stuff because you ain't nothing but a spammer. You ain't nothing but a spammer. Where's Elvis? We're not. We're not. Okay? We're not. There are people who are in that group who've been there since its inception. Okay? So we're not doing any of that. And baby, when I tell you they will report you. You thinking they're your friend because they liked your shirt that you posted. You try to put some up for sale, they're going to report you. They do. And my moderators are on top of things. Like, they don't play. Okay, so I got David and Dylan. Okay. Yeah, so we don't do dumps. So people are like, oh, anybody got a Disney dump? No, because this is not a dump. A dump is exactly what it sounds like, a dump. And it's not a dump. It's no dump. So we don't do that. And people, y'all gonna make me get off this soapbox, but I'm already on it. So let me go ahead and say this too. Stop asking people for SVGs. Stop doing that. SVGs cost what, $2? You don't, just go buy your own. Don't do it. Okay? Don't Don't. If I was eating a bag of chips, would you be like, "Can I have some of your chips?" Like, what? You don't even know me. You want some of my chips? These chips cost 69 cents. Go buy your own. Don't ask for SVGs. We're not doing that. So that's another thing in my group. We don't do that. Now there are groups that do that, but we don't. Okay? Y'all made me get on this soapbox. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, but you made me. So I was telling this lady today about my Facebook group, and I was telling her that I never talk about it. Never. On here, never. Because I'm always concerned about who's going to join and, having to kick people out. Like, we hate having to do that, but we don't really play when it comes to that. Right? Got that? So now I need to set this up in a different spot so y'all can actually see what I'm doing. But y'all know things go awry. Let me get my transfer tape. I'm gonna use a brand new piece of transfer tape. Yeah, there are people in there who sometimes I don't know the answer to stuff. So I never, like I always say, like, don't tag me in your question, because your question is not really for me. Your question is for whoever can help you. And there are so many experienced crafters in there who can help you and who will help you. So it's best to not say, well, Delonda, tell me when you made those keychains. No, just say, I'm making these keychains. Can somebody tell me what's the size of the circle? Whatever. Like, when you go to Target, you don't say, I need to see the manager. Well, what is it about? Can you tell me? I need the manager to tell me where the dog food is. You don't need the manager for that. You just want to just ask whoever it is, where's the dog food? Okay? Same thing. It's the same. Same concept. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all picking out what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? It's true. Like, I need to see the manager. Can somebody, because I need him to tell me, where can I find oodles of noodles? You hear your sponsor, don't you? Let me get to the corner. I'll get him in a minute. Trying to find the corner. I'm just saying. It's the truth. You just need whoever can help you. We don't have to be a certain person. So when people tag me in their question, I just try not to answer it. I'm being honest. Like, I'm not, because your question is really not for me. Your question is for whoever can help you. I'm going to stand up over this. Let me see if I can. This is a weird view, right? Y'all see that? Let me see if y'all can see that. You don't need to see me. You just need to see the thing, right? So I'm going to just put this on top like that. I'm just pulling the transfer tape back. And then I'm going to just go over it one time. This transfer tape is brand new, so this is just like falling. Y'all see what I'm saying, right? Okay. Y'all see that? So now I'm gonna get the parchment paper. I have a piece right here already. Parchment paper. And just put it on top. I'm gonna just have one little piece of the design hanging off the parchment paper. Can y'all tell what I'm doing? Let me turn on this light. Hold on. Let me turn on this light. Let me turn on the light. So y'all can see what I'm doing. See what I'm doing. I know this is a weird view, but you see that little piece hanging off right there? Right? Okay, hopefully you can. So the reason for the parchment paper is so I can see what I'm doing when I get ready to line this up. So I can see that I need to line it up with the gold heart and the black heart, right? Let me see what I see down here. Hopefully y'all look. Oh gosh, I gotta scroll all the way down. Okay. So I'm looking and I'm making sure that those are lined up. And the parchment, since this won't stick to the parchment paper, that's going to help me so that when I'm ready to line it up, I won't be worried. I'll be in a good space. Understand what I'm saying? So like, does that look y'all? It looks good, right? So I'm gonna push this down, this little piece that's hanging off, and I'm gonna start to peel the parchment paper back slowly. And I know that once I do that, yes, you can reuse the parchment paper, yes. See how it's falling into place? See that? So now when I get ready to transfer this, and I actually should have put the transfer tape a little bit higher, so I'm gonna just cut another piece just to make sure I pick all of this up with no problem. I'm gonna just put another piece at the top right there because you see there's no transfer tape right there. And I can just put it on the glass. Now we've been on here for a long time. We've been on here for a long time. We've been on, because it's y'all's fault. Because you made me go on my soapbox. I didn't want to do it, but you made me do it. How come all of my songs have the same? It don't matter if it's crooked or straight or crooked. It don't matter. It don't matter. Right? I should have cut it from the bottom. That's right, I should have, but it's too late. So now I'm gonna get my glass tile. Now, some people say, you should clean it with alcohol and blah, 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 blah. I better. You better. We better together. Watch the alcohol don't be right here. Of course it's not. Of course it's not right where I want it. Of course it's not. Now I gotta go get the alcohol. Sorry. I'll be right back. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. I'm sorry. Here I come. I'm sorry. I don't know who moved it. I don't know who moved it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, Lolita. Get you some good rest. Lolita. It's gonna dry. It's going to dry. It's gonna dry. It's gonna dry. I think it's dry. Oh, Lolita, you're saying hi or bye? Were you saying hi or bye? So this is going to be the tricky part because do I want to just try to do it like this? I am. If it doesn't work, don't do it like this. If it does, do it like this. It worked. It worked. Sharnette, if I went to Walgreens that fast, y'all better put me in somebody's Olympics. So I would have to be on American Idol on Tuesday, the Olympics on Wednesday, with my Facebook group on Monday, at church on Sunday, at work on Thursday, sleep on Friday, after Dateline. I think that's good. Oh, that looks super. Oh, I see a little bubble action. Let's see. Ooh. You ain't bouncing and behaving. You got to bounce and behave. So if that happens to you, y'all, I'm sorry for singing. If it starts to come up, push it back down. Like burnish. Let me see if I have a better. See how that's still coming up. I ain't feeling it. I'm going to peel it from this side. See if I can get some act right. There we go. Boom, baby. Where's the... So I see this right here. I'm not sure where this goes, but it's got to go. But don't that look good? Hey, Dana. Yes. So there. She's gonna love it. She's going to love it. It took a long time because y'all made me get on a soapbox. I didn't want to be on one. I didn't. But it's y'all's fault. Okay? Accept responsibility for your behavior so we can move on and not have that happen again. Okay? All right. Let me get my cord before my makeshift camera dies because we low budget over here. Very low budget. That's why we never have sound. Okay? Is it possible to remove the hearts? Yes. Yes, Chris. So really, because it's not really down, like if I want to just take them up with this weeding tool, I could just take them off. You can see my ring light, but yeah. Isn't that pretty? Now, I would personally put some felt on the back. I'm not going to keep y'all on for that because we already been on here for 2 hours. But you would cut the felt to match the size of this and use your glue gun, like add some glue, and then just attach the felt, okay? So I would, Diana, I would use these little, this, and I would probably add some Oracal on top. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. See that? Okay. So yeah, I would just, that's how I keep mine displayed, just on a thing. Yes, your Cricut can cut the felt. Your scissors can cut it. You can use a rotary cutter. Okay, there's plenty of ways to do it. All right, did we accomplish our goal? Let me find my goal. Y'all, I'm so sorry I took y'all down that Facebook fuss. What does the white piece on the back? Does the white piece on the back come off? No. Feels like rough. Oracal on top, yes. So this clear stuff right here, and I put some on this one. I don't know if you can tell, but this has a very smooth feel to it because I put clear vinyl on top. This stuff right here. I have so much of it. Let me see if I have one that's. I think I linked it in the description. This stuff right here. Make sure you're getting the one that that's not white. Okay, make sure you're getting the one that's not white. This one is transparent. It's called transparent vinyl. And it is linked below. So this is for outdoor use. So it's going to, you know, make sure that your towel is protected and the vinyl isn't coming up. Okay. All right. It's this right here. I did link it below. All right. I think I got everything. Y'all, if y'all have not signed up for Sublimation Camp, I highly, highly suggest it. I would love for you to use my link. I would love that. That would be so awesome. I do suggest getting the all access pass because you have access to everything on Teachable. None of the stuff is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be in the Teachable platform. So definitely highly suggest you do that. All right. Did we accomplish our goal? Did we accomplish our goal? Okay. Thank you. The last thing that I did not do was show that Creative Fabric, the little swoosh thing that I downloaded. Let me just show it to you right quick. It was called Curly Swoosh. Let me go and let me just show you really quick. And then I'm going to say my say. Curly Swoosh right here. Is this. It's called Curly Swoosh. Okay, so if that's the one that I used on the ends of their names. Curly Swoosh. Okay. This glass towel is, if you get it online, like if you look at the description online, it's called, it says that it's 3x12, but it's really not. It is really not 3x12. It is really 3x11.5. Will Sublimation Camp cover sublimating on cotton or polyester only? Well, in my specific class, I'm doing the sublimation DTF hack, and mine comes with the checklist for how to do it and a file that I created that's called Procrastinator. It's cute. It's really cute. It's super, super cute. All right. So let me say my say. Thank y'all for. It's really a good deal to get a subscription to Creative Fabrica. You pay one time and you have everything for a year. Thank y'all for giving me your time. I know that when you give someone your time, that is equivalent to your treasure. So I appreciate that. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you found this helpful. I know it was long, but I really do appreciate it more than I could ever express to you. Let me put that. This is the file from Creative Fabrica. It's called Swoosh. Let me say what I say about road rage. It is senseless. Don't ever get yourself caught up in road rage. If somebody is driving behind you and they want to go around you, let them go around you. It's not going to hurt you in any way if somebody is driving in front of you. Because guess what? Y'all probably not going to the same place. Don't let anybody make you that angry that you feel like, I got to tell them how I feel about them going in front. No, it's not even that important. I just always tell myself they have to use the bathroom. They have to go in front of me because they have to use the bathroom right now. If you just tell yourself that, you won't be worried about it. It'll just be fine. You know, like maybe they had some bad milk and they got to get home. Okay. So you don't have to give them a finger, a gesture, a neck, a piece of your mind. You don't have to say, hey, get back in my day. None of that. Just let them go. Everybody knows that if I'm going somewhere, I'm going to be late. It's okay. So I don't even care about that kind of stuff. I don't ever like, I'm going to be on time. I'm going to be late. I am. Don't get yourself caught up in that. It's not worth it. Okay. You want to keep your eyes on the road and you want to arrive alive. Don't argue with them. Don't look at them. Don't be like, what's wrong with you? Eyes on the road. Arrive alive. Okay. All right. It's been fun. Hope y'all learned. Y'all sign up for Sublimation Camp. You're going to love it. I'm going to be there. It's going to be great. Okay. Okay, y'all take care of each other. Be nice. If you try to join my Facebook group, don't play. I don't play. They don't play either. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all. Y'all be good to each other, okay? Till next time. Okay. Bye, y'all.